Hello everybody, welcome to ZEN-TAROT. I have done a pick a card reading for you today. We've done 3 readings. The first reading is for master number 11. We've got the butterfly spirit here, master number 11. You are the master intuitive among us. So you are opening up your psychic skills, looking into your intuitive abilities, and really allowing yourself to open up to the spiritual here. So if this number resonates with you, number 11, master number 11, you are for reading number 1. I will put timestamps in the description box below. Reading number 2 is number 22, the dragonfly spirit. So you are the master builder among us, bringing things from the ethereal into the tangible. So making your dreams come true on this earth. Beautiful, beautiful determination and the builder among us. So number 22 is the second reading. If that one resonates with you, I will put the timestamp below for that one as well. And the third reading that we have done is master number 33. This is the master teacher among us. So if you feel as if you've been called to teach, knowing from your experiences, this is a tough journey, the master number 33. But if you have been called to it, my readings should give you some insight on how to move into the master teacher among us using your life experiences. So I hope you enjoy these readings. Again, I will leave the timestamps in the description box below. Leave me a comment. Let me know if these readings have resonated with you. Like, share, and subscribe if you do. And if you would like a personal reading from me, I do those. I am open for those. Just like my YouTube readings, you'll get sent a private link to your own personal reading. I will leave my email address and the information in the description box below. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know, and I will tune in with all of you guys soon. Hello to everyone who chose the master number 11, the butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Master number 11 is associated with our intuition, our psychic abilities, opening up to the divine, seeing the signs around us. There are signs sent everywhere around us. Are we aware of them? So take a deep breath. Let's let this number 11 really sink into this reading. Let's bring in spirit here to show us what you need to see to open up your psychic abilities, open up your intuition, and define the signs around you. So let's get going into this. I've got the star card here, the Aquarius card, because Aquarius is associated with the number 11, because the 11-11-11 portal in November, that's when Uranus runs through the sign of Aquarius here. So yeah, let's get going into this. Let's get to a moon oracle card, see what kind of moon energy will help with this psychic opening of yours and what we need to look at here. So moon energy for pile number 1, the master number 11, the butterfly spirit. The answers you need are coming. The full moon in Gemini. So maybe you've been questioning these gifts or wondering what you can do with these gifts or how to enhance them here. The answers you need are coming when it comes to your intuition and opening up. On the bottom of the deck, show the world the real you. So have you been hiding your abilities? Have you been kind of dumbing them down? Have you not wanted to stand out as maybe a psychic healer or a card reader or a numerologist? So maybe you've just kind of been hiding in the shadows, not wanting to really reveal these gifts that are coming to you. You can feel it. You can feel it edging in. All right, so let's take a deep breath. Let's clear the energy. I'm going to get an animal spirit guide from my Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. I want to see what kind of animal spirit information is here for you for the number 11s, for those that were drawn to the number 11 spirit. Maybe you're a master number 11 in your life path number, or you're just drawn to it. The wolf. Wow, look how smart you are. Brilliant. You've been receiving a lot of downloads. Downloads are really important when you're opening up your psychic abilities, or your intuition is opening up here. So the downloads come in, you probably get ear ringing, maybe ascension signs here. There's a leveling up, a rising up, so that you can really use these gifts to help the collective rise. We've been going through such crazy times the last couple of years. And it's time for all of us. It's just all hands on deck here. So if you are a healer, a psychic medium, a tarot card reader, a numerologist, a Reiki healer, any kind of healing is coming through right now. Very, very, very strong for the number 11. Those are the masters among us. Those are the ones that need to integrate these gifts into Mother Earth Gaia here. If you hear a peeping behind me, we found my husband, I call him St. Francis of Assisi because he seems to be the bird attractor. But he went out yesterday and there was a 1-day-old duck in our front yard. And so, he snatched that up and we are brooding that little baby duck behind me here. So you might hear some peeping. But it helps with my energy. I love the animal kingdom. I'm very, very connected to the animal kingdom, and so is St. Francis Reborn in the other room there. All right, let's get an Osho Zen Tarot card for Up in the Ether for pile number 1, master number 11. I want to bring in some intuition here, some guidance from spirit, some opening, some words that might trigger the opening of your psychic abilities here. So a Master Osho, what's your advice for Up in the Ether? Celebration. Look at this. Celebrate these gifts. It seems like you're an outsider or feeling like an alien here because it's a very, very harsh world right now with this battle going on of choose a side. The physical versus the spiritual here. It's just really been a battle. We have been in the midst of a battle. It almost feels biblical here with the ego rising, the anger rising, the division rising, and here come the light workers to really tamper it down, to integrate the energy, to bring us all back together here. So beautiful, beautiful. Let go of the resistance to this. Letting go, the number 8. Let go of the resistance that you are gifted or that you're not special, right? We all feel like, oh God, it's even when I started this channel, I was so very insecure because I have been listening to tarot card readers on YouTube for many, many years. I have always had tarot cards, but I have never had the courage to share my gifts like I do on my channel here. I had a calling come in right after my father passed away in 2022. It was exactly 3 years ago. My father passed away in April 8th, 2022, and I started this channel April 22nd of 22. So yeah, when you get the call, you know it. That's the judgment call, the calling from God, the calling from spirit, that you are wasting these gifts, thinking that everybody has different information than you, or they're better than you, or they seem to be able to translate the energy better than you. These are all the things that I have gone through over these past 3 years here when you really get challenged, or you get 20 views. Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Look at this divine inspiration coming in for you, the master number 11s that are tuning in. All right, let's see how to open up this intuition of yours. You're very, very powerful. You have an extreme affinity. You have an affinity for the occult, affinity for the spiritual. You want to dive deeper. You want to see how to open this up. How do I open up my third eye? How do I open up my heart space here? So let's see what's going on in the thought space for you. We're going to take a look at the heart space, and we're going to take a look at the soul, or the foundation of this. But first, we're going to take a look at the mind space. How are you feeling about these intuitive twinges that you're getting, seeing the signs? Are you relating them to spirituality, or are you just blowing it off saying, okay, it's just coincidence? Let's see what's going on in the mind space for you for the master number 11s. Ooh, the 5 of Wands wanted to come out. Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. Wow, this is a power couple in the making here with the spiritual gifts. Or maybe you're collaborating with someone who has a very clear voice, seems very connected, and you're bringing your gifts into this partnership here, into this collaboration here. Absolutely beautiful. The swords are all about words. We've got Aquarius is really associated with the master number 11 here, and these are Aquarius cards here. So beautiful. There's a weariness about you. It feels like you've been battled against, or you've been challenged, or you've had to stand up for yourself, or you've had to defend your gifts here. Maybe you've been ridiculed or put down, or just really having to stand up for yourself with the Queen of Swords here. But then here comes the King of Swords. Here comes the backup you needed, the wingman you needed here to feel more confident. So if you're just starting out, maybe you do need that partner. I started out on Facebook. We had a radio show, we called it, with my friend Tina DeLuca. She's a beautiful, beautiful numerologist in Canada. And we had a Facebook show where we would just talk about daily life, things that were going on. We would do tarot card readings. She would do numerology readings. And that's what gave me the confidence to really open up this YouTube channel, was her guidance, her help, what she added to my tarot readings with her numerology readings. We make a beautiful couple. We are still best friends, and across the border there. So how beautiful. So what's the resistance for you in the mind space for the master numbers 11? You're on the fence about this. You're doubting it. It's like a never-ending story where our Tarot is reading the book Never-Ending Story, and he doesn't believe that it's him. He doesn't believe that he's the chosen one. He doesn't believe that the princess is speaking to him until she finally says his name, reaches out. He keeps running out of that school, right? That's not me. That can't be. I think that's what you're going through right now. You're picking up on these intuitive gifts, these psychic abilities, and then you're running away from it. That's not me. They're not, Spirit's not talking to me. It must have to come through another source here for me to believe it. So this connection is opening up for you. There's a little bit of doubt, a little bit of on the fence. And what can I do with this? What can I do with this ability? How can I help the collective with this ability? So you're wondering, where do I fit in here? Where do I fit in? Well, Spirit, tell me about that. What's your advice about that in the mind space? What will help shift this into the all-knowing? Oh, look at that with the Magician and the Five of Cups. Let the doubt go. Let the weary go. The weary. Yeah, weary with the Queen of Swords. That always puts the term weary in my mind here. You got to get off the fence here. You got to make a decision. Yes, they are speaking to me. Spirit is speaking to me. This is a gift that is very unique to me. Every single tarot card reader is completely different because we are translating off the experiences that we have lived, just like you are doing, just like everyone is doing. So every single person can have the same exact gift and come at it so differently. It's just all needed. Again, that collaboration, the gifts that we all have that we can bring together to make a beautiful, beautiful change in the world. And that's what this is about. We're here to evolve. We're here to grow and expand the consciousness. If you're here watching this Master Number 11 reading, you are part of that. You are included in that. So it's time to bring those gifts to the table. Look at this Magician bringing all the gifts that he has to the table, and the collaboration happening worldwide here. So absolutely beautiful. It's time. You've been called. You've been called with the Judgment card here, being drawn to this reading, knowing what your gift is, but not quite knowing how to use it is the beautiful, beautiful beginning. It's the beginning for you. Absolutely beautiful. Number one, the Magician. What we think about comes about. Put the doubt down that you are not up to this, or you are not the chosen one, or you don't have anything to offer here. You've got to put that down because you're so needed. You're being called. I'm hearing the call. I'm hearing the bell in my mind right now for you. Yes, you. Whew. All right. Well, you're getting there. You're getting there. There's a shift happening. I can feel this shift. I can feel this opening up as this reading is moving on now. So absolutely beautiful. Let's see what is going on in the heart space. How are you feeling about these gifts that you are becoming aware of now? There's an awareness happening. You're on the fence about it. It's becoming, this veil is lifting for you. You're seeing things, you're hearing things, whatever the clair is that's coming in for you, it's getting stronger and stronger. It's gaining momentum. So let's see how that's affecting you in the heart space. How are you feeling about this? How are you feeling about this big shift into the psychic realm? See. Ooh, Seven of Pentacles, look at this. You're so busy working, you don't quite realize, you don't quite know how to do this. How do I finagle the finances with the Two of Pentacles up in your mind space with the with the woo-woo, with the ethereal, with the, I was just thinking about my father. He was a master number 11. We talked about this channel and him being my inspiration to open this channel. My father was agnostic. He didn't know. He didn't know, and he was very honest about that. He said, I don't know and you don't know. He would very much challenge me in the spiritual, my beliefs, but he always did it with such a loving, beautiful mind. But he was a master number 11, which is supposed to be very spiritual, and here he was so grounded, so grounded. He brought this earthly wisdom here, where it was like life is in the now. Why am I going to think about what happens to me after I go? And even in that year when he was going through chemotherapy and he was dying, we spent a lot of time together, my father and I, talking about these things. I made him promise me that he would come back and tell me that I was right, because he just would never give me that. But he thought it was lights out. He was very, very happy with that. He thought that he could just rest peacefully forever. And I did get that sign that I was right in this. My father was able to come back and give me those words. But right now you're in the practical, you're in the real world. You're telling yourself, I got bills to pay, I got things that I have to do, I have responsibilities, I have children to raise, I have people I'm helping, I have a job, 3 jobs maybe that I have to keep up because I need to live, I need to eat here. So you having this push me, pull me, that's why the 2 of Pentacles is coming into the mind space here. Push me, pull me between the earthly and the spiritual here. And when you let go of the tie to this earth, it's this kind of anchoring you to grounding you in here. When you release that, when you allow spirit in, when you allow things to just work out, when you allow the most benevolent outcome without pushing one way or another, that is the spiritual you, that is the intuitive you. When you're using your gut intuition to guide your day, right? I used to say I would intuitively shop. I would just walk the aisles and pick up things that felt like I needed to put them in my cart, and sure enough, I had everything I need for the things that I wanted to make or bake, right? It's just using your intuition rather than writing down that list, being so restrictive in what will allow our hearts to feel or where we'll allow our mind to go, and staying so focused, right? Some people get way too attached to this life, and my father was a prime example of how that can really be a beautiful life both ways. But you would never find him looking at a tarot card reading on YouTube either. So you know what feels good to you. You know where the answers lie with you, and the answers you need are coming here. So follow your intuition. Above all, the number 11 reminds us that it's much more important to follow your intuition than it is to follow the rules or follow the laws or follow the responsibilities. It can turn into drudgery. What else? And is the juice worth the squeeze? The 7 of Pentacles is all about regrets. I've spent a lot of time, maybe 7 years, fighting this. We fight ourselves. We argue with ourselves. We battle with ourselves because it's really, really hard to change, and it's really hard to let go. It's so hard to surrender it and just trust that all will be well. I remember with my dad, he was going through some kind of health, years and years ago, he was going through a health scare, and I said, in the end, everything's okay, and if it's not okay, it's not the end. Everything will be okay. And he kind of came back at me with until it's not again, because that is the way of life. That is the pendulum. We go through these pendulum swings when we just know, we have all the faith in the world that everything will be okay, and then we fall into until it's not, because it will turn this way again. So no regrets. Don't let the years go by with you trying to debate or decide, should I bring my gifts forward? Should I share this with the world? It's absolutely time to share this with the world. That's what the full moon in Aquarius. Oh, I didn't even realize that. And here we're talking about Aquarius being the ruler of the master number 11 here. But show the world the real you. It's time to reveal. It's time to show your cards, so to speak here. No regrets. And look at the offers that come in when you do decide to release, when you do decide, since when did I know what the best outcome is going to be here? I'm going to surrender. I'm going to detach from the outcome and just let it be. So let's see what happens when you do that, when you detach. Ooh, a new adventure pops up with the Page of Wands. Look at this heart calling here. You've been called. You've definitely been called. There's no doubt about it. Look at the kitty cats in here. Look at the cat trying to pull you forward here. The cat lives in the in-between, between the spiritual and the earthly here. It's time to integrate the two. You can absolutely integrate the two. You don't have to go all off on guru being the master Asante, right? You don't have to do this. You can integrate the energy into your daily life. I do this every day. I work at a very busy law firm. We do estate planning and business law. And so I have to be very logical. I have to be very grounded in my daily job here, but I integrate the spiritual. I lose a lot of people. There's a lot of spiritual energy around me because I have lost a lot of people that I've been very close to since we do probates, estate planning, trusts, and wills. So I integrate those two. I'm not reading cards at work, right? But I'm integrating that spiritual energy into my daily life. I take that 5-minute time out to reconnect to spirit when I'm feeling frazzled or lost or sad that I've lost someone. I have to integrate that energy within me. I can't fight it. I can't push one out and bring another one in full force. I need to integrate all of the energies in my daily life. And that's what you're doing here. So don't feel like you have to choose. You have to choose between the spiritual and the physical and the tangible here. Both can be true. All can be true here. It's an integration, not a choice. Look at that, the proof here with the 10 of Pentacles that all things can be true. This can bring money. This can support you. This can support you physically and spiritually here. So yeah, accept the support that Spirit is offering you right now. Tell me what the resistance is in the heart space for the master number 11. Tell me what the resistance, look at that tower. It came out in reverse, but yeah, this is happening. And the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is life-changing. This is that moment. I remember that moment in April when I knew I had this calling and I couldn't deny it. I couldn't ignore it. I had this stupid little setup here with this cardboard box and some tissue paper over it, but I knew I had to start. There's no way to do it except starting and failing and stumbling, and I just felt so insecure, but I pushed that aside. I said the collective needs to hear some more messages. It has to be from my perspective, through my lens, through my life experiences here, and bam, it was life-changing for me. It really had me looking at things differently here, and I was able to much better integrate the spiritual in with the tangible. And everything started picking up after that. I started opening myself up to the possibility that things could work out for me, that things could be okay financially for me. But I got to tell you, it's been a struggle financially when I was starting out. It was at my workplace that it got me much more focused on work at the law firm that I started really, really doing much, much better financially here. But I needed the spiritual to integrate into that. So I was too focused on the money, too focused on I gotta have, which made me focused on I don't have. It's not here yet. So the law of attraction really starts kicking in when you're noticing the poverty, when you're noticing you don't have enough here. It just throws you into fear zone. Fear zone really settles in the belly. That's absolutely where our intuition starts and where our fear starts here. So yeah, and that can be very damaging. We're all going through massive shifts. April was a big shifting month for all of us, astrologically and spiritually. So we are going through some massive shifts. We are moving mountains of energy with our readings, with our thoughts, with our connectedness, and staying strong, staying powerful within the spiritual realm here. But something is really coming out of the blue for you. It's shocking when you open yourself up to these spiritual gifts that you have. Something's going to come in and really knock your socks off. It's going to prove to you that this is the path that has been opened for you. There's a calling. You've been called. You've been called, and when God calls, you have to answer that call. You have to, or everything will start going horribly wrong in your life. I've tried it. I've tried denying the gift. I've tried denying the cards, and everything starts going horribly wrong when I don't believe. Wow, Wheel of Fortune, everything's going to change. New environment. There's a new home coming, a new environment, a new place. surrounding yourself with much more like-minded beings here. So you're about to step into the community, the spiritual community. You're going to be part of it. You're going to be integrated into it, and your unique voice is going to flow so easily and effortlessly. It has to be easily and effortlessly here. And if you flub up, that's even better, because it shows people that you fail too, or that you're scared too, and you're doing it anyway. You're doing it in spite of the fear here. It's very, very motivating for others who are fearful to step on stage or to use their voice or to speak up. It can be very terrifying, trust me, I know. But your life is about to change. Your heart is about to change. The way you feel about spirituality and intuition and psychic abilities is drastically changing within your heart space right now. So yeah, beautiful. It's a whole new you. All right, what's going on in the daily life for you? Master number 11. Master number 11. What is going on in the daily life for you right now? Oh my God, look at this with the world. Wow, wow, wow. Your whole life really, really is about to change. It's an end of an era, an end of doubting, an end of really letting yourself get too disconnected from spirit here. It can't happen any longer after this massive shift. But yeah, the world is the last card in the major arcana. You've got the number one, let's do this, let's go with the magician, and then the ending of an era, the ending of doubt, the ending of the dark times or the dark ages for you. We all have to go through a dark shadow. If you are a spiritual teacher, and you are, because you're tuning into the master number 11, that's the leader, that's the master, that is the teacher. You are moving into this. You had to go through some dark times. You had to go through some very, very hard times where your whole life was uplifted, what's the word I'm looking for? Upheaval. Your whole life had to be turned upside down in order to accept this. You have to move through it. You can't get around it. You can't get over it. You have to move through it, just like grief. I went through such a horrible grieving time. I lost 3 crucial people in 2022 in my life, and I had to really move through. It still gets me out of the blue. Sometimes I hear a song or something and it triggers me, and I am right back like it has just happened to me. That is the process of grief. So you never truly get over grief. You never truly get over it. You always are moving through it at all times, forever. You are moving through it here. So absolutely beautiful. This is what you're doing. You're moving through the dark shadow, the dark night, right? They call it the dark night. It never really made much sense to me, because when you are in the grips of grief, nothing can penetrate through that veil. My father did try to get me a message in July of 2022 through a psychic medium. He said the words to me. He said, well, your dad says, I guess you were right, when I made him promise if he had some way to get those words to me that he would do it. And he did it, but it was too soon. Those words didn't pierce through the veil of grief. I still doubted it. I thought, well, the psychic's reading my mind. I really understand the veil of grief and how spiritual energy cannot pierce it. It has to be pierced by us. It has to be that deep breath, that minute of happiness, that minute of lightheartedness that you always come into for a second, and then it goes right back into the grief here. But those glimpses get bigger and bigger. They come more and more frequent, more often, and it gets easier. It gets easier. If you're in the throes of it, I promise you it gets easier, and you will integrate that into this spiritual gift that you have, into this spiritual ability that you have, and you will help others. You will help others through what you have been through here with your own unique perspective. But yeah, the House of Cards has fallen. You can't keep up this facade any longer. You can't keep up this fib any longer that you are not a chosen one, or you are not meant to take the stage now with this gift. Tell me what this gift is for those that are tuning in. What is this psychic gift for those that are tuning in? You don't know yet. The Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. You're on the fence. You're trying to refine it. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Test all waters. Test all waters. I've never been one to actually see spirit, or sometimes I hear spirit, but mostly I feel spirit. I am very intuitive this way, an empath where I feel the energy. It's all about energy. Energy moves through all of us, and it moves very, very quickly. So even hearing a card reading can change your stars, and that card reading won't apply any longer. Excuse me. So yeah, you're not quite sure which is the best place to be because anything could happen. You will be shown the way. With the whale spirit, that ancient wisdom, there's ancient energy that wants to really come through you, move through you, and you're just a little closed off now because of the chaos you've gone through or the grief you've gone through. But yeah, this is a beautiful starting off point. This is the platform, the jumping off point. It's going to come to you, and you already have an idea. You're already using it in so many ways. You're just not realizing it. Let's see what the challenge is in the daily life. What is the challenge for the master number 11s? Look at this. Money and the sun here. Look at that, allowing yourself to be free, to be who you want to be. Taking the mask off, allowing yourself to change. We all change. Change is the only constant in our lives. So the tower brought in some kind of massive change for you. Your intuitive gifts are really opening up. It can be so unsettling, especially with the symptoms you go through. You're releasing toxins, you're releasing patterns, you're releasing addictions, you're releasing people. People are the first to go because you got to cut off the energy vampires that suck the life out of you while you're going through this transformation. It's exhausting. You feel like you've been hit with a ton of bricks when you're just trying to get up and move through the day here. It's exhausting when you're moving through these types of massive energy shifts, and that's really what you're going through, a massive energy shift. Tower, Wheel of Fortune, World, all huge endings, massive goodbyes. But that opens you up to the new beginnings, to the hellos. It's time to open yourself up to the hellos. Hello, spirit. Hello, intuition. I'm going to let you guide me. I'm going to give you the wheel, right? Spirit, take the wheel here. It's going to bring in profits that you could not have imagined. And it's not just financial profits. This is very fulfilling. This is your life's mission, your life's purpose coming through loud and clear. There's no mistaking it. There's no more static on that radio station. You know what to do. I sat down at this very table and I just started reading cards. You know what to do. Move into this easily and effortlessly because you have been called and you are very much needed in these times of chaos and confusion. Master number 11, you are the teacher. You need to teach us through your own unique lens, your own unique perspective. It's time to get off the fence. It's time to accept. Absolutely move into acceptance. Let yourself come out of that cocoon after the caterpillar stage. The caterpillar cannot imagine what it feels like to be that beautiful butterfly. Cannot imagine. And vice versa. The butterfly can't imagine what it was like before the chrysalis phase, before the transformation. There's no memory of that. It's like being reborn. There's no memory of being born again or being here before for most of us, right? For purpose, so we can find our way, so we can find our own expansion here. That's all about finding our own expansion and then adding that to the collective voice here. Beautiful. Master number 11. You've been waiting too long for this. Look at this with the Four of Cups, the doubt, the insecurity, that message is not for me. Look at that messenger in the door with the fourth cup. The fourth cup is here. You've been staring at these three cups. You've been staring at the same day, different stuff going on here. And that messenger is here and it's here for you. That cup is for you. So turn your head, lift your head up, allow yourself to receive this. Allow yourself to be connected to the divine here. And then use those gifts very wisely as you were meant to do with this ancient magic here. So beautiful. Peep, the ducky agrees. All right, Master number 11s, thank you so much for tuning in. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you and tuning into my zodiac readings. I feel you out there. I sense you out there, and I am so appreciative. I'm so grateful for you. So open up with these gifts. Allow yourself to change. Allow yourself to be a spiritual being in a physical body and integrate the two together. Integrate the two into your daily life so you're not giving up one life for another here. You're making this one beautiful, glorious, intuitive life. So Absolutely beautiful. All right, I am going to leave it here. Master number 11. Thank you. Thank you. I am sending you all my love and light. If you need a personal reading from me, I'm going to leave my email address in the description box below and a way to get in touch with me. So thank you so much. I will definitely tune in with you soon. Before I end this, I had to show you what's been making all the racket in the background. Look at this little ducky. She's got to be 2 days old. We think maybe a bird of prey had her and then dropped her in our front yard because there's no water, there's no signs of any kind of duck or a family of ducks or baby ducks. So we're very, very blessed, very grateful. Thank you, Spirit. And I will definitely tune in with you guys soon. Hello to everyone who chose master number 22, the Dragonfly Spirit. Look at this, bringing our dreams into reality. You are the master builders among us. We've got the Emperor, the Magician, the Fool, and the Hierophant to represent this beautiful master number here. So yeah, let's see what is waiting for you. The dragonfly moves effortlessly between realms, reminding us that dreams and reality are just need to be integrated. They are in alignment together for you. So if you've been drawn to the master number 22, maybe you're a master number 22 for your life path, some variation of it, or it's your favorite number, or however you've been called here, you are a master builder. You are meant to bring your dreams into reality, to be the great manifester. So beautiful, beautiful. Let's see what you are manifesting. What are you bringing into reality here from the illusion? Because truth transcends illusion, the Dragonfly Spirit says. So yeah, mirroring spirit here. So let's see. Let's get you some moon energy and see what is surrounding you right now as this master builder steps up. Whew, let's take a deep breath. Let's surround ourselves with the dragonfly energy here and see what kind of moon energy is surrounding you. What kind of moon energy is surrounding the master number 22? It's time to take action. That is a beautiful, beautiful card to start out as the master builder here. It's time to go. The go button has been pushed here. So Spirit is calling you to bring this into reality. And communication is key. The new moon in Gemini. You know what just popped into my mind was, what is that movie, Evan Almighty, where he's been called to be Noah's ark here, and he has to build the ark, and everyone thinks that he is crazy, but he has been called into action. He has been called to bring the spiritual into the physical here, to assist the animal kingdom. So beautiful. All right. Well, speaking of the animal kingdom, I was telling group number 1, or the master number 11 reading, that yesterday my husband went outside, and in the middle of nowhere there was this baby duck, one day old duck, waddling toward him, running toward him. We are nowhere near water. There was no other ducks around. He scooped that duck up, and she's in the brooder. We think it's a little girl because she peeps a lot. Look at the lamb on the bottom of the duck. So yeah, so beautiful. I've been really excited about that. All right, so you might hear that. But it's time to take action. It's time to go. It's time to bring something into reality here. So let's see what kind of animal spirit guide. Ooh, look at this with the hyena, feeling very edgy about this, very nervous about this. It's like you're almost vibrating with anxiety because you're not quite sure, how am I going to bring this in? How am I going to make this real? How am I going to make this happen? That's when it's time to give it up, to give up the plan, to give up the blueprint to the divine, and let them orchestrate this. The stars have aligned for you. You're just sitting kind of in between here, where you see the illusion, you see the dream, you see the possibility, but you're not quite sure how to bring it in. So it's making you a little bit edgy and anxious. Let's see, there's that lamb on the bottom of the deck. There's the prophet. So you can see this very, very clearly. It's just so close you can almost taste it here. But there are active measures, active steps that you've got to bring to the table here. You've got to go. You've got to start. You've got to get going. Just grab the hammer, grab the tools that you need, and go. If you have a huge mansion to build, if you have something insurmountable seeming, how do you build a mansion? Is one brick at a time. How do you make $1 million? dollars, $1 at a time. Don't look at the big picture just yet. Don't look at that finished finale just yet, because then that feels insurmountable. It feels too big. It feels too overwhelming. There's too much to do. I got to do the plumbing. I got to do the electrical. I got to do, it's just too much. So start with the foundation. Start with pouring the foundation for this. That's all you got to start out with here. Whew. All right, Master number 22s. Let's see what kind of Osho ZEN-TAROT is up in the ether for you. What is some advice from the Master Osho for the Master number 22, for the builders among us? What is your advice? The burden, moment to moment, and ordinariness. Look at you walking your ordinary life, and then bam, out of the blue, you've got this calling come in, this urge, this inclination to build something, to make something, to manifest something. You are absolutely a beautiful manifester right now. Moment to moment, you're in the in-between. It's just like you can't quite see how this is going to work, or the way. I'm just going to take that baby steps into this. Absolutely. Start with the foundation once again, because it's too big, it's too insurmountable. Look at this mountain there, looking up, and it just feels so burdensome. It feels so heavy. It feels so too much. So how do you get up that mountain? 1 foot at a time. This is the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is about moving on from the dark times, moving on from the choppy waters, moving on from the it's never going to work, or I can't do this, or it's too big. It's amazing what you are capable of when you allow, when you put your head down and you focus on that first step. It's amazing how far you can get. All of a sudden you're halfway up that mountain and you're looking down going, wow, I made it this far. I'm going to keep going. So it's that inspiration that you need, that divine inspiration coming in while you're taking the first step. Look at this with past lives, so much angelic, spiritual energy around you to make this happen, to manifest this. Maybe there's been some calling in some past lives, but it wasn't the right time, wasn't the right place. Now is the time. So you have been chosen to build something, to bring something into reality that only existed in the dreams of others or yourself here. It only existed in the ether. What are you creating here? It's like the invention of something that is life-changing, that will help, that will assist the collective here. And it just seems like this invention out in the ether, right? Necessity is the mother of all invention here. So what is necessary to you? What is feeling very necessary, very crucial? It's even making you edgy, like, I wish there was a better way. This is your juices flowing. This is the muse coming in to say there is. You just have to create it. You just have to invent it. There's the peep peep to confirm. All right, Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. We are going to use the Everyday Witch Tarot cards to look into this, to see what you are building here. First, we're going to take a look at the mind space. I want to see what is going on in the mind space for you. What are you thinking about? What is it that you want to bring from the ether into reality here? What are you thinking about? Group number 2, Master number 22. What are you thinking about? 2 of Cups. Look at all these 2s. 2, 2, 2. And the King of Pentacles. Look at this. The King of Pentacles really is the great manifester here, to bring the riches and the abundance into his life that he has always dreamed about. So it's not a dream anymore. It's not an idea anymore. It's not just a thought anymore. It's action. It's taking active measures to make this happen. Number 2 is coming through probably for the number 22, but also a celebration, a planning and preparation, a collaboration, really celebrating the fact that you've started something. This is the beginning of something. It's saying, yeah, I'm going to do this, and having your partner, your friend say, yeah, good for you. Kudos to you, because this is so needed. The whole world needs to have this. So yeah, beautiful creation in the making here. You're really grounding yourself. The number 22 is all about grounding. You got to ground into the earth first, ground into Mother Earth Gaia first. So take those healing walks, those salt baths, crystal magics coming through for me right now, just really bringing the angelic realm into your physical reality here. So there's an integration happening. You might be feeling a little unsettled or a little in between. You're in between worlds. You're getting information from the spiritual, and then you're using the tools of the earth, the resources of the earth, to create this, to manifest this. So wow, the King of Pentacles is all about mastering the tools of the earth, the resources of the earth here. What is the challenge? What's the challenge in the thought space for the Master number 22s? What is the challenge? and death and rebirth. Scorpio energy coming through here. When one door shuts, another one opens. So maybe you're shutting the door on one idea. Maybe that just wasn't going to work. Maybe it's back to the drawing board. The Two of Cups can be a card of back to the drawing board. It is a card of partnership. So maybe there's a collab that needs to come in here, or some additional resources, or resources, information someone else might have to contribute to this. So a co-builder, a co-worker, a manifester. Yeah. Massive rebirth you're going through, and it can feel very, very unsettling. We've all gone through some really big shifts of late, right? These past couple of years have just been massive shifts. We are moving mountains of energy, and it's really, really difficult to manifest, to bring in the unreal to the real here, especially in a world of chaos. And it feels like there's a lot of chaos. I think you're shutting the door on that chaos. You're shutting the door on too many choices here. I've got to refine this. I've got to tone this down because I'm too edgy. I don't even want this anymore. You're just giving up on some kind of idea that didn't work out in the past. Spirit is absolutely encouraging you to do that. Shut one door here. Close the door on that so this new door can pop open, this new way to do it. So I think you've been pushing for a way to do this. It has to be done this way. So I want to build this house, and it has to look like that, and it has to fit on this lot, and it has to be, you've been doing the groundwork, you've been doing the preparation work, and now your mind is just filled with numbers and possibilities and overwhelming, and it's too much, and you just throw away the whole thing. Time to throw away that blueprint. You got to start over. You got to use this guide of intuition to bring this into reality. So I think you've been way too much in the physical, way too much in the grounding of yourself, and you forgot to open the door to the ethereal, open the door to the miracles and the possibilities, that things can come in when you need it. Abundance, the King of Pentacles represents abundance of all forms, all kinds. And abundance, the definition, is having what you need when you need it. It's not having too much or too little. It's having exactly what you need. Because when you have too much, you're going to be worried that it's be taken away from you. When you have too little, you're going to be worried that it's never going to be enough here. So you're going to find that in-between, the in-between, which the Two of Cups is talking about here. And the celebration, Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Partnership, perhaps. I think there's a partner that's trying to come in on this creation or this invention here, and they have something to offer. There's a new door opening when you open yourself up to other possibilities instead of you having to do this on your own, or it has to look this way, or I got to get up this. Look how they're helping one another here up this mountain. So yeah, there's a collaboration that's trying to get in for you to bring this into reality. Maybe they have the resources that you don't have, and you're integrating those resources together to really make this work. To build this, you're building something. Well, what's that door opening up to for Master number 22? What's that door opening up to? Page of Pentacles. Look at this, a new opportunity, but there's that blueprint. There is that blueprint. You've been following that blueprint for quite some time. It's almost time to kick it aside. Look up and trust God. Trust your intuition here. Trust the resources that have been given to you. So it's almost like, okay, I don't have the maybe the roof shingles to do this, but I have palm trees around, and I can do, right? It's just some other resource or some other source that you're going to, that you're letting go of the way it should be done or the way you were told it was done here. So you're going off script. Going off script, throwing the blueprint away. I don't want to do it the way it's always been done. Beautiful. Beautiful. See how you escaped that tower. You were trapped in that tower looking out over the vast choices here, the vast amount of choices here, and now you're just, you know what, I'm going to escape that tower. That's just in my own mind, the restrictions, the me, myself, holding myself back because I don't feel ready or I don't feel prepared here. I'm ending that. I'm always prepared. I will always have the resources that I need when I am working with Spirit, when I am collaborating with Spirit here. I think that is much, much more what this is saying, is collaborate with Spirit. You gotta let go of being so attached to the outcome here. You gotta detach from the outcome, detach from the final outcome here, and start with step number one. Your step number one, though, it can't be the way it's always done. This is something new. This is something brilliant. This is something, a creation. So it can't be what has always been done. You're stepping off the beaten path. Wow. Taking the road less traveled here to bring something new into the world, to bring some kind of new creation in. Well, let's take a look at the heart space for you. How are you feeling about this? It seems like it's a little bit nerve-wracking or a little bit anxious. You're not quite sure how this is going to work. So how are you feeling about it? Tell me how you're feeling about this. Seven of Pentacles, a little bit of regret here. You've spent a lot of time trying to plan and prepare for this, and now it's like, is it even worth it? I've wasted so much time. I think this is back to the drawing board. It's like I just see you crumbling up the plan, throwing it in the wastebasket, and hearing the click behind you, hearing that door open behind you and turning around. It's just like abandoning an idea that you've been, I used to be a writer. I guess you're always a writer, but it's been many, many, many years since I've been published, and my books are not even in print any longer. But I got caught up in the in the structure of it too much. I would rewrite it. That's not right. That's not the emotion I was trying to get at. That's not the scene I was trying to get into. And then I would just finally, I worked 7 years on one novel, and I just tossed it in the garbage. I just tossed it. I just gave up on it. I never threw it away, but I gave up on it. It will come back to me when the time is ready, but I got so focused on the mundane, on the details here. I got too lost in the details here that it ruined the whole thing for me, because it was year after year after year. I was looking at the same characters, same people, same situations here. It got boring. It got stagnant. It got old. By the time I was even remotely close to being finished, everything had changed. The world changes. The world goes on while we're so lost in our creation of things here. And then by the time you lift your head, it's already been invented. There's something new on the horizon, and you've missed it. And the Seven of Pentacles talks about this, talks about regrets, talks about getting lost in what you're doing and not realizing that there's so much more. Just turn around. Don't get so caught up in the details here. So yeah, and then I wrote a book right after that. It took me about 2 months to write that one. It was a full-length novel, and bam, it got picked up and published. Yeah, see how you hold yourself back. I say 7 years because 7 years is the cycle of all of us. We go through these 7-year cycles, and I see the Seven of Pentacles here. And I did spend about 7 years with that book on my mind until I just gave up on it. And I was so glad that I did, because it opened up the possibility of a new plot, new people, new characters, and they weren't stagnant and old. So it's time to give up on some kind of idea so this new idea can be free to live, free to manifest. You're holding back the manifestation because it doesn't look the way you've always planned on it looking. Page of Swords. Look at this. Somebody kind of looking in on you, or peeping in on you, and seeing what you're doing here. Maybe somebody's interested in the same thing, or the same plot, or the same creation here. I do feel a collaboration trying to get in, or a partner trying to get in, but they're very watchful. They're very much interested in you and what you are doing here. I don't know if you notice them. I feel like your back is turned to them as they're watching you. Tell me a little bit more about this Page of Swords. Tell me a little bit more about the Page of Swords. The Page of Cups. Somebody wanting to declare that they want in on this, or they want to invest in this, or they want to really very much invest their time or their creative side into this, but I'm not sure that you're noticing that. Maybe that's what you have to throw away, is the idea that you have to do this on your own. Maybe because you feel like if you bring someone else in, it's not going to be your baby or your creation. They're going to bring in too many of their own ideas or opinions here. That could be. They're very much holding back. They are not revealing all of the things they can bring to the table yet. They're just kind of feeling you out, kind of seeing where you're going with this or what you're doing with this. Either they were at the tail end of this thing that you're shutting the door on. You're shutting the door on an idea or a creation here to open the way for the new. It got very much too stagnant with the hyena up there, just kind of snarling down at it. It's like, enough, don't waste one more minute on that. There's something brand new trying to get your attention, but you kind of very much got your back turned to it. Tell me how I can shift the energy here. How do we bring this new energy in? Two of Pentacles, get off the fence. And Five of Cups, let go of the regrets. Let go of the regrets. Here we've got the sign of regret twice here with the Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Cups here. Absolutely a sign of regret. Do not waste one more minute trying to make something work that's never going to work. It was only your stepping stone. It was only your pathway to get you to this point, to get you in front of this other door here. There's something that's going to snap, something that's going to really get your attention. It's like, I feel almost like you jumping, like, oh my God, you be turning around and somebody's standing there, and they're like, what are you doing? They're like looking over your shoulder. They want to get involved, but you're not letting them get involved right now. You're not trusting. You're not trusting enough to let anyone else get involved with your baby, because maybe once it gets out there, I had this fear with my books to submit it to the publishers, because once it gets out there, it's not your baby. They want you to rewrite it. They want you to edit it. And they do. But it's all for purpose. It's all to capture the reader, to capture the audience here. You are capturing the audience of the collective here with something you are creating. It's a spiritual based business. It's a spiritual based community that you are entering into to be this master builder. There's a building that there's stepping stones that need to be created by you within this community. There's somebody that wants to get in on this, or that wants to invest on this, but they're not revealing their cards just yet. They maybe see you on the fence, juggling between these two ideas or trying to integrate them into one here. But there is something on the horizon here very, very shortly where it's going to snap you out of it. I'm picturing snap out of it, like somebody just coming in with the slap, the universal slap. It's got to be this Page of Cups and this Page of Swords. Whoop, excuse me, hold on. Okay, let's see if they stay quiet for a minute. I don't know, but let's take a look at the foundation. I'm sorry, I got 3 dogs and they go off at the slightest noise, especially on a Saturday morning. All right, let's see what's in the foundation of this. This is what I really wanted to see, the physical, the tangible, the everyday for you. I want to see what's in the foundation for the Master number 22s that have tuned into this reading. Spirit, tell me about the foundation. Yes, look at this victory and money, the tangible. I did it. I did a thing here. This creation is coming. You've just got to take the first step, baby step. Get the business loan, get the business started, get the LLC opened, get the brick laid here. The first step, the foundation of it. It's like I see you framing that first dollar here. It's just the first step. It's the beginning of the end of poverty for you, or feeling regretful, or because now you've started something, you've done something, you got to the writing, you got to it. Now you're just letting it flow, so you're not beating yourself up for procrastinating any longer, and the riches come in. I love it. I love it. Look at this with the Tower. Your whole world is about to change. Yes, yes, yes. You really are a master builder, but look how you had to demolish it. You had to demolish what took so long to build because it wasn't right. It was on a false foundation. The Tower comes in to tell us this was built on a false foundation. There's no use to spend any longer on that. There's no use trying to spit and glue this back together or duct tape it back together here. You've got to let it fall. Let the idea crash to the ground so this new one can come in. And I tell you, with death and rebirth in your mind space and the Tower in the everyday life here, as soon as you demolish it, as soon as you throw it in the garbage, as soon as you scrap that old plan, that old blueprint, and you look up into a new direction here, everything will change. It will all fall into place. Everything will fall into place, and you're going to say, why was I getting in my own way? Why was I putting in the resistance that I was putting into this? Regretting the time that I was wasting, regretting my procrastination and watching YouTube video after YouTube video for inspiration, when that became all I was doing was watching the videos, watching the way other people were doing it here. So this is glorious. This is you putting down the resistance, you putting down the idea that you're getting in your own way, or that has to be better, or it has to be perfect. If it doesn't start out perfect, it's not going to be perfect. And it's starting out in the flaws that get us going. It's starting out in the imperfections that get us going here, that have us fixing things and creating things and changing things. So your whole life is about to change. Whew, I can't wait to see how that's going to work. 9 of Pentacles, look at this. Independence. This brings you such independence, such freedom. Freedom you never even knew was available to you. Wow, wow, wow. This is just breaking the chains finally, and saying, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I'm starting today. I'm not going to put this off 1 second longer. I'm going to start today. As soon as you do, someone's going to come in and open up to you and reveal how they're feeling about this and add so much. It's going to change everything for you. Wow, what happens after this Tower? Yes, the 9 of Cups. Look at this. Wish come true, dream come true. Look at this beautiful, beautiful independence that you are gaining from detaching from the old, detaching from the stagnant, detaching from the irritation that it's not here yet, the noticing that it's not here yet, right? You're just taking this bigger, broader perspective and saying it's not here yet, because I've been holding it back. It's not right. It's not perfect. It's not what I had envisioned. So you're just letting that go. You're demolishing that idea of how it should be or how it looked to you. And you're starting over one brick at a time. You can use some of these bricks. Some of them are still usable, but most of them got to go. They have simply been holding you back, simply being procrastinating in all the ways you could do it. You've been in study mode, you've been in learning mode, you've been in apprentice mode. These are two apprentice cards, the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. You're a master, you're not an apprentice. It's time to own it. It's time to step up and be the boss. Stop being the worker trying to please everybody else or have it look the way they think it's supposed to look. It's time to step up and be the master builder that you are. You're building something magical, something life-changing, something legendary. You are building something legendary here. You're turning yourself into a legend. I love this. You've got to leave me a comment. What are you building? What are you starting? This is a startup business. This is entrepreneurialism. After working so hard to build that life you thought you wanted, this is trashing that life you thought you wanted for the life that you really want, not what you thought you wanted. This is the dream. This is bringing the dream into reality here. This is the dream, living your best life, not beating yourself up for not taking the right steps. They've all been right steps. Look at this. There's the Master Builder right there, the Magician card, number 1. What we think about comes about, the law of attraction. Whew, these dogs are going to drive me crazy. Okay, let's see if we can end this off right. So there it is, the Master Builder, the number 22. You are the Master Builder. You are bringing something into reality. You are creating something. What we think about comes about. When we think we're not right, when we think we're not ready, when we think we're unprepared, that's what we are here. And you will put that off day after day after day, trying to get ready when you never will be. It's like trying to plan for a baby. When are you ever going to be ready for that? So it's time to stop planning, and it's time to start doing. It's time to take action. But yeah, I can't wait to see what you are building here. 3 of Pentacles working together. There's a collaboration. There are some people that can really contribute right now, and it's time to let them in. It's time to open the door and not hide from them any longer. All right, pile number 2. I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you, how grateful I am, and I will definitely tune in with you soon. I know it's a little bit of a circus around here, but I did want to show you the newest addition to our family. This little baby duck was on our front yard yesterday. I think she's like 2 days old, honestly. But yeah, I had to show you our little peeper. All right, pile number 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will definitely tune in with you soon. Hello to everyone who has chosen the Master number 33, the Horse Spirit. Look how beautiful this is. You are the Master Teacher among us, so freedom is yours. Probably doesn't feel very free because the Master Teacher has to go through the experiences so they can guide others through that. So it's not an easy path. And if you're a life number 33, a life path number 33, yeah, you've been called to guide others, but maybe you're doubting your own path or your own abilities here. Master number 33 can be very, very challenging, again, because you have to go through the experiences first. The Lovers is associated with the Master number 33. Lovers can be very intense in relationships. Maybe you've gone through a lot of really difficult relationships so that you can come out on the other side and help others guide through very difficult relationships here. So you are the teacher among us. Let's see what you are here to teach us. So let's get you a Moon Oracle card. I want to see what kind of moon energy is surrounding you. Master number 33s that have tuned in. Let's see. Let's take a deep breath. Let's clear the energy. Let's get you a Moon Oracle card for Up in the Ether for Master number 33, the teachers. Oh, look at this, have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. So yeah, going through some difficult times here, having to have faith, having to believe in yourself, believe in the outcome here, believe that this is all leading to calmness, stillness, peace, harmony, beautiful relationships, companionship, where you can just be yourself. You don't have to go through the difficult times any longer here. And then you are the great teacher. You teach us how to live peacefully, how to be non-reactive, how to step out of the argument, step out of the angst and tension. All right, let's see what kind of animal spirit guide. We have got the beautiful horse spirit, but let's see what other animal spirit guide is up in the ether for the master teachers among us. Animal spirit guide. Ooh, the camel. Look at this. You have all the resources you need. You have the stamina. You have the strength. You've really been through a long, long, dark night here to get to the other side. You have to go through the dark to understand the light here. It's just the way it works. It's the balance, finding the balance between the two. But you have had to have a lot of stamina, had to be very minimal, carry very minimal baggage with you, because you've had to rely on the resources that you've had here. But you are on the other side of that. Now you're moving into the teacher role rather than the student here. So beautiful, beautiful. Let's see what kind of Osho ZEN-TAROT card is up in the ether. If you hear a peep, 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 I was telling the other, the number 11s and the number 22s that we have a new addition to the family. My husband found a little like day-old duck in the front yard yesterday. And we don't know how it got here. We're thinking maybe a bird of prey picked it up and dropped it, but I don't know how it would survive that fall. But anyway, I call him St. Francis of Assisi, because birds just seem to be, we've got nests all over this house and eggs everywhere because it's spring. So we have a little baby ducky that I might show you at the end of this video. I was showing the other readings. Okay, let's get you a Master Osho ZEN-TAROT card for up in the ether. What advice, Master Osho, do you have for the Master number 33s? What advice? Oh, look at this. God, you've had to go through it. I was afraid of that with this reading, because when you take on these kind of roles, when you take on the role of being the master teacher, that means you have to go through the experience. You have to go through it so that you will resonate and understand what others are going through. It's tough. It's a very, very tough calling. 9 of Swords. You've been in that 9 of Swords energy for quite some time here, trying to integrate that energy. And then here comes the freaking Tower to bring it all down. So this is the best thing that could happen right now for you. It does mean that you're on the other side of those experiences. And now you get to use those experiences to soothe the world, to help the collective, to help rise up. You are the teacher now. So yeah, you had to let it all fall. You had to let it all fall. And that includes the grief and the sorrow and the hard times here. Let those go. It's time to say goodbye to those. Jump out of that tower if you have to, because you got to surrender that. You got to surrender that. Give it to God. Give it the grace that it deserves, because it got you here. It got you to this point in your life. So it's absolutely sacred, but it is not easy. So kudos to you for enduring, for having the stamina, for having the knowledge, the know-how to persevere and to know what you're capable of, to know that you are a survivor, and now you will use that strength to help others be survivors and not victims. So okay, all right. Well, let's see what's going on in the mind space for you, Master number 33s. The beautiful teacher steps up. What is going on in the mind space for you? We're going to use the Everyday Witch Tarot cards. What is going on in the mind space for you, Master number 33? Ooh, Aquarius energy with the Star and the 5 of Wands. Now you get the publishing contract. Now you get to write it all down in your memoir, and it gets picked up and published here, because you are a teacher. Your voice was meant to be heard now. You had to do some massive healing. The Star card is renewal. Hope, renewal, and faith is what the Star card represents. Hope, renewal, and faith. You have moved into this phase of your life where you are renewed, you are hopeful, you are filled with faith again. You might have had a crisis of faith, a losing of your religion, so to speak, and that's what caused you to write that book, to write those memoirs, to get this out. If it's on a painting, if it's in drawing, if it's in reading, if it's in whatever that it is, it helped helps you to get to the root of those circumstances, get to the root of how you were feeling in those moments, because that is what people resonate with, is how we're feeling in those moments. Not so much how you got through, because everyone is so unique and different. You can't really preach to others of how to get through. They have to get through on their own. They have to find those nuggets of their truth on their own. But you are the guiding light. You are the beacon. You are the master teacher, showing them the way to at least get to their own path of enlightenment, their own path of spiritual growth here. And it comes through writing, through books, through memoirs, through paintings, through drawings, through some kind of creative expression that goes viral, that really gets picked up. Your voice needs to be heard, and it's about to be heard around the world now. Yes, look at this with the magician. What we think about comes about. You're shifting your thoughts, you're shifting your perspective, you're shifting your world right now. So hang on, that can feel very, very unsettling in the in-between, but you are shifting right now, shifting sands for you. Seven of Wands, you've had to defend yourself, you've had to stand up for yourself, you've had to fight for yourself, and you're right to be here. You're right to be where you are right now, and that really brings us far, because when we are challenged and we have to prove who we are, we know who we are. We're standing in our true authentic light. There's nobody that can push us over with an oh yeah, or I'll show you. It's just you are unmovable now, because you've had to fight for yourself and what you believe, and you're right to be here. Beautiful. Master number 33. Wow, wow, wow. What is your advice, Spirit, for Master number 33 of the mind space? Two of Pentacles, you're on the fence right now. It's decision time. It's go time. Do I start now, or do I keep holding myself back, feeling like I'm not ready, feeling like I'm not healed, feeling like I need more time here? So you're just kind of in the in-between here. Beautiful. That little ducky agrees. Time to jump off the fence, though. You fought for this for too long. Look at the card to go. Wow, the Chariot steps up here, the number 7. Maybe this was a 7-year cycle ending out for you. But yeah, it's time to jump off the fence and make a decision. Make a decision to do this, to stop the suffering, to stop the silence. You've held yourself back, held yourself in contempt. You didn't want to speak about it. You felt like that which shall not be named, maybe that just hurt too bad to speak it out loud, or to say what happened to you, or to reveal the truth of what happened to you. But that is burning a hole in your belly. It needs to come out. It needs to be revealed here. You can help so many others now. It's like somebody who's gone through a very, very traumatic experience. You need that in-between time to heal yourself before you can reveal, before you can really talk about what you went through. You have to get through it, right? You have to get through it. Beautiful, beautiful. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to move into the teacher role. Leave the student behind, and understand that that student was there for a purpose, that happened to you for a purpose. It didn't happen to you, it happened for you. And it's really, really hard to look back at some of our more horrific or trying experiences and put grace on it and put forgiveness on it and understand, well, I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be feeling the way I'm feeling if I didn't go through that. But now you're here to help others. You're here to help others that have gone through the same thing that you have gone through. But you've got to just show them the way. You have to give them the nugget to their own path of truth, so they can find it on their own here, just like you had to do. Was there anyone there helping you or showing you the way when you were in your darkest moment? And I mean on your knees begging for mercy. No. You had to find that mercy within yourself. You had to find that forgiveness within yourself. You had to find forgiveness without the apology, and that's the most difficult thing to do. Release that. Let's just take a deep cleansing breath. Release the experiences that you have gone through. They were there for purpose. They were there to get you to this spot in time, point in time right now. So give it grace. Give it grace, and let's do this. Let's teach the world how to conquer, how to overcome. What happened to those stories of overcoming and not just crumbling up and dying because things didn't work out the way we thought they were going to work out, right? Beautiful, beautiful. What is in the heart space for you, the master teacher, the master number 33? What are you feeling right now? What is the current energy surrounding your heart space? Oh, the Ace of Cups, giving yourself that cup of love, giving yourself that forgiveness for the things that have happened, for maybe the things you allowed. Nothing happens to us that we don't allow. It just sounds so cold. I hate that, honestly. I take that back. It all happens to teach us, to show us the difference, but I don't know. Sometimes it feels like I'm very much in position. Spirit, but tell us about this cup of love that the number 33s are giving to themselves, this beautiful cup of love. There's the Lovers again. So this is about relationships and connecting and allowing love in again. We are meant to love. We are meant to connect. When we're isolating, when we're staying away, when we're keeping ourselves to ourselves, it is not healthy. It's not healthy. We are meant to be together. We are meant to connect and feel each other. And you got to be in the same room to do that. It can't happen simply through electronics. It has to happen in person. So yeah, there's a reconnectedness happening with you. You got to plug back in now. You were isolated. You held yourself apart from the rest because you were going through such harsh, extreme energy. So of course you went into hermit mode. Of course you went into sorrow mode. But now that the House of Cards has fallen, now that you've demolished your past, you had to let it go. It is what it is. You really forgave it. You infused some love into it with the Ace of Cups in your heart space. It's time to reconnect. It's time to reconnect, to get back into a relationship, to get back into a friendship, back into the workplace, back into your life now, with a whole new set of resources, a whole new set of tools now. A rising up, a real rising up and getting back into love again. Look at this with strength, Leo energy on the bottom of the deck. Look at the chaos and confusion and sorrow and pain and upheaval and oh my God, you've really gotten through something. You have survived something. You've got to give yourself the acknowledgement and the kudos that you deserve. Spirit sure is. Spirit is telling me that you are an earth angel, that you have survived things that people would crumble up and die, fall into the fetal position and never emerge. And you have done it. You have overcome. You have done a thing. So be very proud of yourself. Know what you've gotten through. You're not going to get that from others. Others think they're going through the same things. They think their pain is pain, right? You can't say that your pain was worse than others. You just can't. Everyone's pain is equal in their own energy field, right? Pain is pain. But love is love. Love is love. It's time to move out of that pain, move out of the sorrow, move out of the grief, right into the feeling of love, to being overwhelmed with love and emotion and connectedness and understanding and forgiveness in that moment where you just have that come to Jesus moment, and it's just so graceful. You're just infusing so much grace on it. It's the soothing balm, is the grace you are infusing on this, on your past. God, you're powerful. You're so strong. You're so much stronger than you think you are, or than you know you are, because you've overcome. Oh God, you're walking right into the teacher role now. Hear me roar. Something's about to go viral. Your roar is about to be heard all over the world here. It's so powerful. I mean, this is very powerful. Man, you're rising up. This is a huge ascension, big ascension for you. Whoever's tuning in, whoever's resonating with this right now, it's a big ascension for you. Absolutely. Spirit, what's your advice? What is your advice for the master numbers? That's too many cards, but I want to see what this is. Queen of Wands. Look at you accepting the award. You are welcome, planet Earth. I accept. It's like you're up on stage now. You know what? Yeah, it was really hard. I want to thank this person. I want to thank that person. Wow, are you being rewarded and awarded right now? It's just really those hard times. That really harsh time is over. You can say goodbye, and you can even say goodbye with a laugh now. Like, what the hell was that all about? Because you've been through something. You might feel like you've just been hit with a ton of bricks, number 33s, but It was all for purpose. It just, I don't know why you have to get beat up to get healed. You have to break it to fix it. And it was broken. It was broken, but you are on the road to recovery here. It's like you're in recovery, you're in the rehab, you're pushing yourself to be better, to be stronger. It's like when, I don't know if you've ever been in an accident or had surgery or had to recover physically from something. You just have to put everything you have into it. You have to eat right, you have to sleep right, you have to walk right. You have to take that first very, very painful step after you break your leg here. That's what this is. This is the healing. It always hurts more before it's healed. It always itches more when that scab is coming over it, right? It always tingles more. It's more painful in the healing time. That's to heal it. That's to infuse it with love, to really give it the medicine that it needs. And then we are healed. And then you're on the other side of it. Then we have the hope, faith, and renewal return to us. Beautiful, beautiful. Master number 33. This is life-changing. You're at the crux of it right now. You're at the very, very crux of it. You're ending it out with all these major arcana, and you're getting the healing time you need. You need that time out to write that book, to paint that picture, to practice, to rehearse the words you're going to use, to learn how to read the tarot cards, to learn numerology and Reiki and all the spiritual ways to heal now, because you are the master healer now. You really, really are, because you have been healed. The only way to be a healer is to be healed, and that's the truth. You are receiving that healing energy right now, that renewal energy right now, absolute renewal in your friendships, in your partnerships, in your workplaces, your co-workers. You're really healing those relationships now, forgiving those that never asked for forgiveness. That is the best way to get revenge on your enemy, is to forgive them. You're not holding that animosity. You're not holding that space for them in the anger realm, in the resentful realm, in the how dare you do that to me realm. You're holding that space for them, that everyone has a story, and I'm going to allow them to have theirs, and I don't have to know what it is. I don't have to dig that deep into their life here, but I forgive them, and I'm grateful that I have learned the lesson while they're still trying to learn it, right? They're still going through it. That's why they're pushing so hard against you. When the light starts to really shine through us, the shadows start to stir here. So you are in healing mode, you're in recovery, you're trying to gain the strength you need, and that's when the shadows come for us the most. That's when we're in the in-between realms here, where we let our imagination take over, and we let the thoughts really overwhelm us at times, and then calm us down when we're healing at times. And understand, I just need this minute. You've walked a long way in the desert with nothing to nurture you, nothing to, you had to squeeze water from stones along the way here. Was just no resources available to you, so you had to go with it. You had to really trust in spirit for a few years there in your life. So, whew, but you made it. You made it to the oasis. This is the oasis that you get to take a break at. You get to take that deep breath and just really absorb the waters of Mother Earth, the soothing, loving waters of Mother Earth now. Beautiful. Wow. Well, let's take a look at your daily life. Let's see how this is changing you in the daily life, and the foundation, now that you have this beautiful foundation laid. Yes, look at that. Victory. Eureka. Victory is yours. Ace of Pentacles. Love, love, love that. The victory is yours. The payoff is here. That's the same thing with the Queen of Wands here, right in your heart space here. I accept. I accept. I just see the roses being thrown at your feet now. The victory, the money being thrown at you now. Tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles in the daily life. What is that? What is that about for the number 33s? Oh, God. It is payment for everything you went through. Oh, it's Spirit paying you back. Spirit paying you back for that sorrow with the Three of Swords. Ooh, and the Ace of Wands. There it is. There's the book. There's the painting. There's the divine inspiration. The Sword of Truth, Archangel Michael's Sword of Truth coming in, showing you the way, lighting up the way now out of that healing room, out of that hospital. Into the light, into the warmth, into the happiness now, so you can let this go, let the sorrow, let the things that have gone on in the past, really bid them farewell with grace, with gratitude. But you got to go. You don't fit in my home anymore. You don't fit in my heart anymore. I'm too filled with joy and happiness and peace to allow you to penetrate me any longer. You're there. It's like you're never going to forget. Never going to forget. But you can forgive. You can forgive. My mother, I'm thinking about my mother here. She can hold a grudge like no other. I swear to God, my mother is the divine grudge holder. She was put on this earth to hold a grudge. She says she can forget, but she can never forgive. And it's true. She'll forget what you did to her, but she knows she hates you. She knows. That was so funny. Okay. Thank you for that little bit of laughter, Spirit. Okay. Ace of Wands, the divine inspiration coming in. Yeah, you got to start that book. You got to write that book. You got to sing that song. You got to sing out loud. Let the whole world hear. There's a song about that. Sing out loud. Spirit, what is your advice for this beautiful, powerful beginning for the Master number 33s, for them to really step into the teacher role? What is your advice? Lay down the burdens, the 10 of Wands. It got so burdensome. Really, it's just going to be so freeing. It's like the chains that hold you back. It's just you break them and you think, why didn't I do that years ago? And it comes through healing. It comes through the getaway. It comes through the spiritual retreat that you so desperately need and deserve. It's time to pamper yourself, number 33. You got to take a break. You got to heal yourself so that you can be the healer. You cannot be a healer if you don't allow yourself to be healed, and you're allowing yourself to be healed today. Queen of Cups, there it is again. This really, really goes in line with the Ace of Cups. It's giving that love to yourself, giving that cup of love to yourself, that beautiful understanding and forgiveness to yourself, forgiveness for time gone by, forgiveness for regrets held, for grudges held, for things that have held you back, that you've allowed to hold you back by wanting revenge and vengeance and all of the things that go along with being accosted, being attacked, being thrown out, discarded, abandoned, rejected. With that, are the things that are being healed right now. Those are big, big things. You're so strong. You're so strong. Whew. So teach us, healer, how to heal from the things that we have gone through, from the dark times that we have experienced here, from the fear, from that deep-seated fear that lives in every one of our bellies during this time of upheaval and chaos. I mean, these times are biblical. There's no doubt about it. How do we get through? How do we persevere? How do we survive? Teach us, because you are the teacher now. You had to go through it first, unfortunately. But fortunately for us, you've gone through it, and now you can help all of us. So yeah, teach us, divine teacher. Oh, I'm sending you so much gratitude and love. Thank you for going through this first and for helping us. I mean, all hands on deck right now, all hands on deck, and you have been called. You've been called to be the divine teacher now. So love that. It starts with you connecting back and replugging into your own relationships, forgiving those that have never asked for forgiveness if you never see them again, or they're even passed away at this point. I have a lot of relationships that I never had closure on, that they passed away and I couldn't say what I needed to say, but I speak to them every day and I forgive it. I know they had their own things they were going through. We can forgive our parents, we can forgive our friends, we can forgive our coworkers and our partners, because they're going through things and they're trying to get through and they're trying to cope and they're trying to survive. And so we can forgive that, right? And that's what makes us great teachers and great healers, when we can find ourselves in that point, at that point. So thank you. All right, number 33s, thank you so much for stopping by. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. I am sending you all my love and light. I'm going to go grab that ducky. I'm going to pause it so you guys can see the ducky, because I've showed the other readings, and I will be right back. Look at this beautiful little baby. Oh, we love her. She's already part of the family. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I will definitely tune in with you soon.